We are on a journey watching all of Star Trek, and today, The Next Generation, Season 3, Episode 5.
But wait, Josh, we're not in our regular chairs. What is this?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's actually a funny story. You want to hear about it?
Nah, that's all right. So today,
Wait,
Season 3.
come on. Let me do the thing.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so, we bring our chairs everywhere, and most recently we took them to 10 Forward. So I was trying...
We have completed our survey of the third tunnel and will proceed into the ceremonial chamber.
Affirmative. Enterprise out.
Beam them up, quickly!
Captain, emergency beam up. Enterprise, emergency. Severe injury.
Transporter room.
I've got them, Captain.
Beam them straight to sickbay. Dr. Crusher, incoming wounded.
We got O'Brien and Crusher in the same episode, finally.
Let's see if we can get them on screen.
Away team is on board, Captain.
Ooh.
That's brutal.
One dead on arrival.
Aww.
8.7.
The bonding.
The Enterprise remains in standard orbit while we investigate the tragedy which has struck the away team. Lieutenant Mala Asta, ship's archaeologist, has been killed in what should have been a routine mission. Whatever the explanation, it will not bring back a valued and trusted officer.
Oh, look at Worf.
He's looking better and better.
Look at his shoulder. That's awesome.
An explosive device went off. There was no warning.
When Rich Colby back again?
Lieutenant Astor is survived by a son, Jeremy, 12 years old.
Oh, come on.
His only living relatives are an aunt and uncle residing on Earth.
Where did you know?
In class. I've alerted the teacher to expect us.
Captain, I must accompany you. I commanded the away team.
Oh, good for Worf.
Yeah, definitely a good moment for him. I mean, that's, my guess would be they would drop him off at the next starbase or whatever, because he can't just stay on the Enterprise the rest of the time, 12 years old.
Right.
Yes, Captain.
I will be with Counselor Troy and young Jeremy Astor.
Riker out.
God, Riker looks so good. I was going to say, this kind of like almost mirrors Wesley's situation, except his mother's still alive, but...
He had to do the same thing for me.
Do you know Jeremy well?
But I know what this is going to be like for him.
It's part of life in Starfleet, Wesley.
How do you get used to it? And telling them.
You hope you never do.
Damn.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this.
Holodeck?
Yeah, he's probably working out some demons.
Oh, he's going to be all upset now that,
Like,
thinks it's his fault.
someone died on my watch, yeah. And hopefully, Picard gives him a lesson, like, hey, this is part of being a captain, or being in
A leader.
leadership. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, God, this looks so fucking great.
Winrich Colby, man.
I really wonder. Halt.
Who's been holding up the damn elevator?
I've always believed that carrying children on a starship is a very questionable policy.
Thank you.
Especially the Enterprise.
Death and loss are an integral part of life everywhere. Leaving him on Earth would not have protected him.
It was my command which sent his mother to her death. She understood her mission and my duty. Will he?
In time, and with help. Wesley Crusher does. And so will Jeremy.
That was a good moment, too. A lot of good character moments so far. Oh, man. At least they got an age-appropriate kid.
Yeah.
I have some bad news. There's been an accident. Your mother has died.
I'm all alone now, sir.
Jeremy, on the Starship Enterprise, no one is alone. No one.
Wow.
That was nice.
And they just went right to break,
But we will drop you off at the nearest orphanage.
Yeah. Imagine if the kid didn't know about his dad. I'm told your father is also dead. What?
I heard it was just out on
Excuse me,
business.
Am I intruding?
Oh, fuck, Riker's drinking.
No. Sit down.
That kid looks like Hayden Christensen.
How well did you know Lieutenant Astor?
We spent some time together.
Wonder Rich likes his close-ups here.
How well did you know her?
Why do you ask?
Well, you just asked me.
I do not sense the same feelings of absence that I associate with Lieutenant Yar.
Just human nature, Data.
Human nature, sir.
We feel a loss more intensely when it's a friend.
But should not the feelings run just as deep, regardless of who has died?
Maybe if we felt any loss as keenly as we felt the death of one close to us, human history would be a lot less bloody.
Yeah.
All identical to the one that killed Lieutenant Astor.
They employ a subspace proximity detonator.
Like a mine?
They're just holding it right in their face.
I have made my report to the captain.
What room is this? Is this engineering?
Yeah, I don't know.
I sense great anger.
How often do these two have scenes?
Her death was senseless. The last victim of a forgotten war.
And being a Klingon. Like, she didn't die, like, in battle. It was, like...
For no reason.
Yeah.
A leader must stand alone, as Captain Picard does.
Captain Picard talks to me.
All right, you win.
May I seek your counsel on my plan to make Rustai with the boy?
Bonding. It's very generous, Worf, but he's not a Klingon child.
Was going to, like, adopt him?
I was going to ask the same thing.
He is an orphan. I am an orphan. He will understand.
Or like a guardian friendship thing.
I only wish to honor his mother.
I know. But you must be prepared. He's very angry, too. Talk to him, but don't rush this. When he's ready, we'll know.
Literally, she will know. She'll sense it. But yeah, it's like, I unfortunately missed who wrote this one, but I gotta definitely find out because they're just like
nailing it.
Great. Now let's get a shot of Mom.
What are you doing?
Oh, on the iPad.
Go away. Go away. Go away. Over there. Over there.
His eyes aren't right in the reflection. His eyes are looking down instead of looking right back at the screen.
That is interesting. You know, it's funny because I was about to compliment the little touch of the reflection because you know it's not actually him like holding it, but no, they messed it up. Damn it! Still, I still give him credit.
I had to ruin it.
You guys are way too harsh.
Jeremy Astor? I'm Lieutenant Worf. May I enter?
Yeah.
I was with Lieutenant Astor, your mother, when she died.
You're a Klingon, aren't you?
Oh boy.
We study about Klingons in school.
What did they teach you about us?
You used to be our enemies.
In my tradition, we do not grieve the loss of the body. We celebrate the releasing of the spirit.
I understand death. They teach us all about it.
We may both understand it, but we must bring meaning to your mother's death. Perhaps we can do it together.
Oh, pretty good.
Leave it unanswered. I like it.
And it's a nice touch. Like, they probably would teach the kids all about death and, you know, Starfleet school because they're like, look, everyone you know is probably going to die, all right?
If I can help a person back to a state of joy, my role has its rewards.
Captain, we're picking up an energy field on the planet's surface.
Oh no, I don't want actual conflict going on. All this has been great so far. No!
I wanted 45 minutes of pure grief.
Inconclusive, Captain.
Sir, I'm sensing a presence on the planet. I can't be sure. The emotions of the crew are particularly strong right now. It's difficult to filter them out.
That's a nice detail.
So she's getting everything at once, huh? People on the planet and people on the ship.
And when someone's emotions are strong, it's harder to filter them out. You know, I like little background details like that.
Right.
Troy stopped by a little while ago. She was wondering if you might be willing to talk to Jeremy Astor at some point.
Me? What for?
What, you can't see the relation, Wesley? Come on.
Do you ever think about him, Mom?
Your father? Sure I do.
I can't even remember what his face looks like. It scares me.
Sometimes. I can't get his face out of my mind.
I can remember the way Dad looked when he hugged me goodbye. Captain Picard's eyes when he came to tell us.
This episode's great, man.
It is, dude. What's going on, dude?
This episode is amazing.
Just like the way her eyes were tearing up, but she didn't
I know.
overdo
Yeah,
it.
she was right there.
God,
she was
dude.
right there.
I'm gonna find you. Must be in here somewhere.
Jeremy!
No.
Mom?
Oh, what?
What?
I mean, obviously that's not her. I'm sure it's like an apparition from whatever's on this planet, but this poor kid.
You have to go through it twice.
They said you were dead.
There was a mistake. It's okay.
Nope. Don't touch me.
The important thing is, I'm never going to leave you again. I think somebody needs a hug.
Don't.
Is this gonna get like real crazy?
It's gotta be some like parasitic alien or something.
You're not gonna stay on the Enterprise anymore?
No. We're gonna live in a home, just like we used to on Earth.
Maybe it's the infected bug people from season 1.
Lieutenant Worf, did they tell you? It was a mistake. She didn't die, she's alive.
All right, other people can see her.
Did you think like only he could see her or something?
I just wasn't sure. You never know, you know.
Lieutenant Astor is in her quarters.
Repeat, Worf.
Lieutenant Astor is here.
Do not provoke her or interfere in any way until I arrive. Picard out.
Go. Hear that little score in the background there?
Yeah, the little
You have the
water
bridge.
dripping.
Oh yeah,
Counselor.
very eerie.
Captain, I believe we're headed for Transporter Room 3.
We're on our way.
Woo!
Yes, finally. I thought it was just gonna be in the voice. Don't let him go. Don't let him go.
Chief O'Brien, Jeremy and I are going down to the surface.
He even knows O'Brien's name. I mean, whatever she is knows what O'Brien's name is.
Can't you see who it is, Captain?
Jeremy, she appears to be your mother, but she is not.
Get the body. Where's the body at?
What do you mean?
You're confusing the boy.
Hey!
Oh!
Stop! No! No, wait, stop!
She didn't see it. He didn't see her disappear.
Let go of me! She was right there!
What the hell? Is this species actually still down on the planet?
I don't know what that was, but it was not your mother.
You saw her, she was here!
You gotta look at the body, boy.
Oh my god, she redecorated!
A cat?
Woo!
It's my house. It's my house on Earth.
Exactly the way it was.
This is some Nightmare on Elm Street shit going on.
You spoke of rocks and dust on the planet. I decided to show you what awaits us there.
Okay, I guess it can hear everything too.
Could your real mother just make all this appear? You must not stay here.
Aww.
Much more calm than that cat from Beyond Belief.
Deanna, stand by.
Standing by. Jeremy, it's time for this to end.
It's not standing by, Deanna.
Mr. Crusher, take us out of here.
Oh no!
Man, can we just go back to grieving?
What is this?
Security alert. Aliens.
Oh!
Security to Transporter Room 3.
Command LaForge.
Whoa! Colby! Colby!
We're gonna do this cinematically.
Oh, come on! Whoa!
Oh, thank you, yellow shirts. Thank you for sacrificing yourself.
And that'd be a fun part. Just run down here and then jump back like you're being attacked.
We will not let them separate us again. We're going home.
Maybe because he looks like Hayden Christensen, but this whole experience for this kid, he's gonna end up like the biggest op like ever. Like he's gonna like grow to hate Starfleet Picard. He's gonna become Darth Vader.
Star Trek: The Wrath of Jeremy Astor.
Energy Force has left Transporter Room 3. Security alert, all decks.
I wonder if they had anything practical for them to like look at, or you think that they just
someone running by with a sign. Like, look at this. Look at this. Bum 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 bum. Final battle. Here we go.
Let's just hope it doesn't blow us to Kingdom Come while it's figuring out how to blow us to Kingdom Come.
I love that they're all just resigned to like, well, there's nothing we can do about this.
Yeah, true. I just love how they can see it and like we're on the same level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what's happening? It's like, nope. They can actually see it fly from the ship. That's great.
Yeah, not the season 1 episode where only we could see the lightning.
Yeah, yeah.
His mother is dead. He must learn to live with that,
I will be every bit his mother.
but not his mother.
It is our duty to make him happy again.
But why? Why? Is the species just bored down there? It's like...
Our time in this universe is finite. That is one of the truths that all humans must learn.
Damn.
I was angry at you.
Why angry? Why were you angry at me, Wesley?
Because you led the mission. You came home and my father didn't. But not anymore, sir. Not even a little.
He was in charge of your mother's mission, just as Captain Picard was in command when Wesley's father was killed. Isn't that right?
Aww.
The Marla Astor I knew and honored is not in this room. She now only lives here and here. Join me in the Rustai. The bonding. We will be brothers.
It's like, all right, y'all all right. Here we go.
Now, like Klingon brothers, we must fight to the death. What?
Gives him like one of the knives from earlier.
Yeah.
One of us will meet your mother.
Jesus Christ.
Like more clearly just kills him.
I'm sorry, guys, but
Oh, give him a sash.
oh God, enough.
Sus, chi, bidla, so.
What does that mean?
It honors the memory of our mothers. We have bonded, and our families are stronger.
Sos, chi, bedlak, so.
Fuck. Damn it. This episode, dude.
Let's go!
Christ, dude. Oh my God.
Let's go.
I gotta see who the writer is.
Yeah, we definitely gotta check that out. It says that the writer is Ronald Moore, and that's actually really funny because we posted our Battlestar Galactica reaction on YouTube this week, and everyone's been talking about that's the guy who I talked about came from Star Trek and made Battlestar Galactica was Ron Moore.
Oh.
So I guess that's who wrote this episode, and I think he's like a big part of TNG moving forward.
Well, thank God. Thank God.
But it's funny because I was thinking during this episode, like, wow, it's so ironic that we just came off of Battlestar Galactica, the miniseries where everyone's like, oh, this is so dark and, you know, grim and realistic. And then we come to what's probably the most dark episode thus far of TNG with just like so much emotion. It was great.
Yeah, this was Star Trek therapy. Like, like I'm thinking like of an Always Sunny intro, like the crew goes to therapy or whatever. Dude, it's like, I just wish that like no plot was ever introduced because I did not care about this species, this energy being.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everything with that didn't, you know, catch me at all, and like the threat, it didn't draw me in. Like, I wish it was more deviant. Apparently, people said Deep Space Nine is a little more dark, so I wish that this was a more dark entity. Like, I wanted to pull the kid down to like, I don't know, eat him or
yeah, like a more monster, like yeah.
It's like, okay. So this species, I don't even want to talk about this. I'd rather just talk about the grief. But well, it's fresh in my brain. So the species are like the last. There's more than one type of being on this planet. Basically, the physical species kill each other in war. So that's all that's left is this other species that also live down there. That's just energy.
Yeah.
But they're still down there, and there's more than one. Now, if this was like the last of the being, like of those beings, but they made it sound like there were more. So why would they want this kid? It didn't really catch me. And like during that whole great ending, the being is just sitting there, like
Yeah, I felt like it was just to move the plot forward.
Just to there's probably some executive up there, but we need to have something. It can't just be, we need to like hook people in with the trailer. But no, this might be my favorite episode of season 3 so far. Like I was tearing up. I felt every bit of emotion there, and everyone is so damn good at their job. Troy was executed perfectly here in every scene. Like, she just made sense.
Yeah, and the second half of the episode was really good, but I liked the first half even more. I mean, it was almost getting to the point of being so obvious that it was just like, who's next? Who needs a character scene? It's like, it just starts off, it's like, all right, Worf, now Troy, now Wesley, now Riker. It just like went through the whole cast. Beverly and Geordi got smaller moments. They were still featured. They didn't get, or no, I mean, Dr. Crusher had the whole moment with Wesley.
Great moment with Wesley.
Yeah, so I mean, Geordi got, he was a little bit smaller, but he didn't get some huge emotional moment. But it was like every one of our main characters got like great moments. Data and Riker in the bar in 10 Forward like doesn't really have much of an impact on the episode, but just great moment for both of them. So the writing was so good. It's kind of like, and I did look it up and confirm, this is his first episode he wrote, Ronald Moore. So
what a debut!
Yeah, welcome Ronald Moore.
Welcome.
Hopefully this is the impression we see on the series.
Yeah, and we can't discredit Winrich Colby either with his directing.
His
shot choices, so cinematic, told a great story. Like, even like the simple ones were just the fake mom and the kid and Picard coming out of the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And this like I don't know, similar to like a cowboy coming in for a duel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like oh shit, he's coming. This great tension.
And the shot with Worf, then it blurs and Picard comes out. I mean, that's like an Edgar Wright, like really, you know what I mean, like out there shot that is in the show. So that's cool. Winrich Colby and Cliff Bole have to be the two best right now for TNG. If you see either of their names, you're at least in for good direction. We'll see what the story is, but
yeah, I just want these two, this writer-director pairing, like
every time. Yeah,
this better be a regular thing, and I hope the people upstairs saw this and went like, okay.
Yeah.
God.
It's funny because like going into the season starting it, of course, we were like a little bit worried, and I think our audience was a little bit worried as well because it was so hyped up, and they're like, they're gonna hate it and all this stuff, and like the first few episodes, it was like, okay, yeah, it's nice and everything, and it's like, it's funny like getting to this episode, it's like clicking, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's like, oh,
like oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh, okay.
Like this is like, where has this been my entire life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seeing this for the first time, like I'm just picturing how my life could have been different if I grew up with this instead of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Because I was all in Star Wars as a kid.
Yeah.
God. Well, I'm glad I'm seeing this more as a self-aware adult. I'd appreciate it more, maybe.
Yeah, now we get to make money as well doing it.
I'm not making any money watching The Bad Batch or Mandalorian.
But yeah, and it also just blows my mind that, however good the show gets, whatever, but like even just up to this point, just the fact that there are people that like don't like the show, like, is already baffling to me. Like Star Trek fans that are like never care for TNG, or even just like we've gotten some comments on like the Battlestar Galactica video, like, oh, this is so much better than TNG, in Deep Space Nine. It's like,
whoa.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the case. We haven't seen that show, but it's just like, this is better than most TV I've ever seen ever.
Yeah, this is better than anything I've seen recently, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, all right, well, we're going to talk about it a lot more because every single episode of the show that we watch, we do a full in-depth discussion for as well. So check that out. If it's available, it'll be available to click right here. But if it's not yet, make sure to subscribe so you can join us on this journey and watch all of Star Trek with us. Alex and Josh for the target audience. It's so funny how the timing of these things always work. But we just watched Battlestar Galactica, the miniseries, and just went up on YouTube as of recording this. And a lot of people, of course, told us about that because I had already known someone was from TNG, and they confirmed it was Ronald Moore, and this is his first episode he wrote. So it's just so funny that it happened that way without knowing it. But he knocks it out of the park. I didn't even know who wrote the episode because I missed the opening credit, and so watching the first half of this episode, I'm like, whoever this writer is doing an amazing job.
And every scene was just the fire pen, every single one, and almost everyone, with the exception of Geordi, for the most part, got a great scene just dealing with grief and how everyone on the Enterprise is damaged and everyone has lost someone, and like how everyone on the Enterprise has lost someone or is damaged or is grieving someone. Picard has that great line, and like teary-eyed me, it's like, no one is alone on the Enterprise. I'm like, this is amazing. It's like, this is the therapy I needed when I was a child. Alex and Josh has found
One of us will meet your mother.